Hi everyone, welcome to my craft studio. I will be showing you how to make a mixed media collage. It's super fun and really cute, and you won't believe how easy it is to make. You won't believe how easy and fun it is to make this unique piece of art. Here's a list of most of the supplies and equipment I used in the project today. There are a few affiliate links listed in the description below. I have an 8x8 canvas that I pre-painted last night with some gray paint and sprinkled with a little glitter. My first textural layer on top of the canvas will be this texture paste from Ranger. It leaves a nice white base that you can do different things with and add a lot of textural elements and a lot of definition and dimension to the project. Now this stencil I did source it from Temu and it fits over here, so I'm just going to tape it down in place. This textures paste over the stencil doesn't have to be exact, but it will add a lot of textural interest to this project by the time it's done. So I'm going to go ahead and open this jar up and mix it really well with my little palette knife here. And just layer it on here nice and smooth. I kind of have a large or a long palette knife. And that way I can kind of spread this evenly across here. And get it down in those grooves. And just kind of put it over every little element here on this stencil. And add a little bit of height to it. Fill it in nicely. This textural paste is nice. It does dry fairly quick, and so we don't have to wait very long to continue on with our project when we're done with this. But it is important, since it does dry quick, to wash your stencil off as soon as you remove it from this canvas. So you don't want to leave it on and let it dry. You want to remove the stencil and wash it immediately so it doesn't dry on there. And the good thing about this paste is you can do different things with it. You can color it, you can add glitter to it, you can do it after the fact, or you can do it before, just put a little bowl and just add some stuff to it. And what we're going to be doing to this is actually adding some color with some spritz here in just a little bit. And it just absorbs this glitter and this spray just really nicely and adds another visual interest to our project. All right, so I'm just looking around, see if I need to add a little bit of extra anywhere, and just kind of dollop that on where I need. Oh, I see a little spot. Put that right in there. And smooth everything down. All right, it's looking good. All right, let's go ahead and clean up that knife a little bit. And removing the stencil. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Can't believe how well this turned out. This is just so pretty. And it's going to add just a lot to our project here. Very, very pretty. All right, let me show you what we're going to be doing next here. I let the paste dry about 10 minutes or so, and now I'm going to be adding some color to this. And this paste is going to absorb very nicely. I've got a couple of Ranger Tim Holtz Distress Spritz here. The Worn Lipstick and a fossilized amber, and I needed a green, but I didn't have the right color in the spritz, so I made my own alcohol mica spray. It's different than a distress spritz. It is made out of alcohol, and it's not distress where it's water soluble at all. So it is different. Has the same kind of effect, but it does have a slightly different result. It does dry quick, which I like about it, but you can't really manipulate it very well unless you spray a little bit of alcohol on top of it. But we're not going to do any manipulation today. We're just going to spritz it on here. So I'm going to shake this up really good. Maybe in a future video, I'll show you how I made this. And I do like to make my own spritzes sometimes, especially if I don't have a color available. And I just love this green. It's a perfect shade of green for Christmas. And I'm just going to kind of squirt it around, and you see how the canvas and that texture paste kind of picks up the color. And it's got a lot of sparkle in there, though you can't quite see it well on camera, but it is shimmery. The one thing I like about the distress sprays is it's got a little bit more shimmer in it than what I have in my alcohol mica spray. But it does have some shimmer also, especially if the light just hits it just right. So I'm going to add a little more there. I just love the shade of green. All right, this is looking really pretty. I'm going to take a little closer look at this, and yep, it's a little wet still, so I'm going to get out and we'll dry this off a little quicker, and then we'll add some of the Water Best Distress sprays on here. And this dries pretty quick. That's one thing I like about the alcohol sprays is they dry quickly. They do leave that little darker ring a lot of times around some of their pulled areas, which does have a nice effect. and it does add a lot more textural interest. Okay, here's this first one. These distress sprays, or any spritz for that matter, shake them up really well because things settle to the bottom, and you want all that sparkle and color to be mixed up really well. So this is a nice soft pink color, and I just love the shades pink and green together. It just puts me in a happy place of childhood. I just love these two colors together. And I always have to spray a little gold on things here, so this fossilized ember does the trick for that. And so squirt that around. I love adding sparkle and shine to all of my projects, and you'll see that a lot in anything you do in my videos. And whether it's sprays or glitter or rhinestones, it's coming out. All right, take a look at this. Still a little wet, so I'll need to dry this, but it's got such a nice look to it. I just love how that texture spray, or that texture paste, just soaked that up. Let's just dry this real quick, and we can move on to our next layer. Okay, now that it's dry, it's time to add the next layer to our collage here, our mixed media artwork. And this lace I think is gorgeous. I got this on a Hobby Lobby haul earlier this summer, cut a little piece off, and this adds a different element, different texture to our art piece, which is great for visual interest. So I'm trying to decide which side's the right side, and they both look the same. I have some double stick tape here. It's one of the easier ways to apply something like this. I'm just going to put this down. I will get my hot glue gun out here shortly, but this will just help hold it in place so it doesn't sag anywhere since this is a large piece. And I'm just going to peel the backing off of this tape and put it where I want it on my canvas. And get that loose. Just give me a little bit of problems there. All right, let's get that off. All right, this makes for quick and easy application of things like this. And I'm just kind of sizing up where I need it to go. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and like button on my videos. Get any comments, please add those also. I'm just pressing that lace down in place and tucking it around because I don't want any of those frayed edges to show. And I'm just going to tack it down with this hot glue. Just be careful not to get your fingers in that hot area. So I'm just tucking it around, just hiding it all. There we go. Now you will notice that when you turn this back around, the surface here is a bit sticky and tacky from that double-sided tape, which is a great opportunity to add something sparkly like some glitter. So that's what I'm going to do on this. You can also use some other things like cornstarch or baby powder if you don't want that extra glitter on here. But like I said, I do take like any chance I can to sparkle things up with some glitter. So great opportunity here. So I am doing this over a bin because I don't want the glitter all over my craft room. And so I have a special little bin for that. And that will help hopefully keep most of it contained. And that takes the tack right off of that. All right, take a look at this. So pretty already. Let's add another layer. This is a paper reef I cut off the Cricut machine. I just grabbed one of their elements in Design Space, sized it to fit on this canvas, and cut it out of some green cardstock. And I thought it turned out very, very pretty. But you can grab anything you want. Different shapes will add a lot of visual interest to your projects also. So this is a circle. So I got the long rectangle ribbon. Now I have the circular reef. So any kind of different shapes that you can add to your project will add a lot of different dimension to it. So if you have like an embroidery hoop or a little wooden reef or something that's small, that can be added just easy. Now this image here, I got this off Design Bundles. So cute. This is actually a sublimation image that I took and added to my Cricut Design Space. Now I print this image and cut it out on sticker paper, matte finish. And then the backing I put on here to make the chipboard is out of recycled cardboard or poster board. 3 pieces of that glued together, and I put the sticker on top of it. And then I sealed it in with a little bit of gloss frosted spray. And that will help maintain the colors and longevity of this project. Now I put some dimensional foam tape on the back of this to help lift off the projects, which will cause some visual interest with shadowing, which is great. Since I am applying this to canvas, I want this to be used for many seasons. I put a little hot glue on the back of these also because these foam stickers are known to kind of dry up and suddenly unadhere from a project they're on. So it's great to add and secure it a little bit with some hot glue also. So this is looking really, really cute. Now these little poinsettia leaves and holly leaves I'm going to be using, I did source these from Walmart. I was looking through my Christmas stash of different floral things and I didn't have anything pink really or anything that I could use for this project that I wanted to add these little bit of different shapes on. And so I just needed to stop at Walmart anyway, so I just went through the Christmas section and picked up these pink poinsettias, which is perfect for this project and is exactly the color I was looking for. I did have to manipulate some of these leaves a little bit and cut them down to kind of fit around some of those foams, and you can see me doing it here. I do have a little pick tool here from my Cricut machine that I'm kind of using to stuff it in there, and once I get it in place where I want it, then I'll hot glue it down. And so use what you have, tuck it in, and once you get it where you want it, you can always secure it with hot glue after that. And it's tuck in that bottom corner there. But you can see with this collage here, it's got some multiple elements to it. You know, it's got the painted canvas, you got your texture paste, you have the spritz on top of that, you got the little paper wreath, and you got your lace. And then you got your design, your main character on the top. Then I'm adding these little floral elements on here. So these are most of the stuff I had just laying around already. The only thing I really had to purchase for this was these floral holly and poinsettia leaves. And they were very economically sourced from Walmart. But just look in your stash. See what you have in your Christmas supplies. You can always use something you have out in your storage boxes there of your holiday decor that will come in handy for something like this. Just be a little creative and think outside the box a bit. And so I'm just tacking everything down here really good with the hot glue. Looking great. So we're almost finished. We're ready to add a little bit of pop of color here with some berries. Now this I found from my Christmas potpourri stash from last year, and a couple of clear buttons. To add a little bit more visual interest. And so I'm just kind of auditioning them different spaces around the canvas right now, and then I'll glue them down. And then I'll be kind of like putting these berries in different places on the canvas also. One on each top of these buttons and some not on the buttons. And just a pop of color. This is just such a pretty color of red, and it's got a lot of texture in here. These are real dried berry beads. And it just gives a little bit of a, I don't know, different texture, which is great. And I'm going to glue those down real quick. This project's coming together nice, quick, and easy. And I just love this pink Christmas color theme that's going on right now. And since pink's one of my favorite colors, speaking of pink, I needed this ribbon to be dyed pink. And so I got some of the Ranger Distress Ink Victorian velvet there and just put some of that on the ribbon. Turned out the perfect shade of pink. So you can use your inks for, it doesn't have to be on paper, it can be on multiple different things that will soak up ink, including ribbon. So use what you have, and you don't have to buy it if you don't need it. So let's go ahead and trim these tails off of this ribbon here. All right, look at this. This is coming out so cute. I can't believe how quick and easy and this unique, one-of-a-kind piece of artwork has come together. And it's going to look so cute on top of my mantle this year. You just go ahead and make a comment, hit that like button and subscribe button if you want to see more of these kind of videos. And I'll catch you on that next craft project. See you then.